Welcome to Hurricane Insight, your trusted eye on the storm. I'm Zachary covering major weather events across North America and the Eastern Pacific. Today we're going to focus on the Northern Atlantic with Major Hurricane Gabrielle and two areas to watch. In the North Atlantic, you can see our satellite imagery by Weather Nerd. We can see Major Hurricane Gabrielle moving off to the east-northeast at about a good pace of 21 miles per hour towards the Azores. Now we have Invest 93 out with a 70% chance of formation. It's right here, very broad right now, but it's not expected to form until it gets around here. We have 94 out with a 90% chance of formation, right? And it's expected to take a curve off to the east-northeast, just like Gabrielle. But 94L, sorry, this is 94L, is expected to take a track along the islands and into the Bahamas. So if you are in the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Turks and Caicos, or Cuba, please monitor the system closely as we go into the next couple of days. Now, as we look at our cone for Major Hurricane Gabrielle, we have what hurricane watches up for the Azores, as Gabrielle will be making a close pass there on Friday. Gabrielle is currently 125 miles per hour with minimum central pressure of 953 millibars, moving east-northeast at 21 miles per hour as of the new 8 p.m. intermediate advisory. Gabrielle is expected to sustain major hurricane strength into Wednesday, but the low grade into a hurricane as we get into Thursday, into Friday, and make landfall as a hurricane into the Azores, and make landfall in Portugal as a tropical storm. Our key messages for Hurricane Gabrielle. Gabrielle's forecast to approach the Azores late on Thursday as a hurricane. A hurricane watch remains in effect for all the islands of the Azores, and interest there should closely monitor Gabrielle's progress as hurricane conditions are possible later this week. Swells generated by Gabrielle will continue to affect Bermuda, the east coast of the United States from North Carolina northward, and the Atlantic Canada during the next couple of days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and riparian conditions. Please consult products from your local weather office. So if you are in the Azores watching, um, Gabrielle will be making landfall there. And a hurricane watch remains in effect, which means a hurricane condition can be felt in the next 72 hours. If you get a warning, it would be next 36 to 24 hours. And if you are in Bermuda, the east coast of the United States, from North Carolina and Atlantic Canada, please do not go into the sea as rip currents will be high. Now, as we look at our 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook as of 7:41 p.m., I'm going to start with 94L as is a danger threat to land. A tropical wave over the extreme northeastern Caribbean Sea continues to produce large air disorganized showers and thunderstorms and gusty winds across much of the Windward and Leeward Islands. This wave is expected to move west-northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour, spreading heavy rainfall and gusty winds into Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands tonight and Wednesday, and across the Dominican Republic beginning late Wednesday. This system is then expected to slow down and turn northwestward when it reaches the southwestern Atlantic in a couple days. Environmental conditions are forecast to become conducive for development late this week, and tropical depression is likely to form when the disturbance is in the vicinity of the Bahamas. Interest in the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos Islands, and the Bahamas should monitor the progress of the system. Formation time to 48 hours, low 30%, but formation time to 7 days is a high 70%. So, if you are currently in any of those islands mentioned, please continue to watch the system and maybe start to prepare your plan f- just in case the system forms. If this system forms quicker than this will become Humberto and Emilia and vice versa. Now, now going on to Invest 93L. Showers and thunderstorm activity associated with a tropical wave located about 750 miles east of the Leeward Islands has become better organized as yesterday. Environmental conditions are Forecasts have become favorable for development, and tropical depression is likely to form during the next couple of days, while the system moves west-northwestward and northwestward into the western tropical Atlantic, well north to the Leeward Islands. Formation time through 48 hours, high 70%. Formation time through 7 days, high 90%. This system is still needed to watch as this can go to the Carolinas instead of, but a couple of days ago, the models were showing and taking a track like Gabrielle, but the National Hurricane Center has fixed the hatched area going off to the northeast. So if you're in the Carolinas, from from either Georgia up to Virginia, you should be watching this also. And if you're in the Bahamas, Cuba, Dominican Republic, the Windward Islands, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, please watch 94L very closely as it will be moving along your way. Now let's look at the GEFS models. Sorry, start it over. You can see Gabrielle going off to the east-northeast. You can see our next system trying to form. Well, it does succeed. I'm gonna stop right here. There's still a bunch of uncertainty on where these two systems go. The GFS model has it ranging from the Bahamas or the Bermuda. And for this is either going to take a curve quicker than anticipated, and maybe Bermuda is in the watch, or it can keep on going northeast, and the Carolinas could be at play. So, from the Bahamas up to the Carolinas, please watch out these two systems as we go into next week and the weekend. Now, to look at our main GFS model, we see Gabrielle moving away. We see 94L, we see 93L forming before 94L, so that would be Humberto and that would be Imelda. Now we see they kind of do a Fujiwara effect. And if you don't know what that means when two systems rotate around each other and the bigger one sucks up the smaller one and gains more speed and strength. Now let's watch it again. You see Gabrielle, you see 94L, and you see 93L. 3L forms, 94L forms, to the Bahamas by the Bahamas, southwestern Bahamas. And then, as it goes, as they take their pass, 93L sucks up 94L and they go off to the north and to the east. So that is a very good thing for us if the Fujiwara effect does happen and it does not make a threat to land. But if it does not happen and it keeps on going to a western path, I'm speaking about 94L, um, then the Bahamas, Cuba, Dominican Republic, and maybe even Florida could be at play here. So continue watching this system as we go into the week ahead. Our sea surface temperatures are plenty warm for 93 and 94L to form, where 93L is about 29 to 30 degrees Celsius water, and where 94L is about 30 to 31 degrees Celsius waters. By the Bahamas is plenty cool water for this system to form. So we have no doubt in the back of our mind, unless shear comes and tears the system apart, that the system will form. We believe that this will be formed. We believe all two of them will form, becoming Humberto and Imelda. We'll just see which one forms first and becomes Humberto, and the next one will become Imelda. And that's going to do it all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay weather alert. Deuces.